Dubai 9 Group is having a long history, and we are over here over almost 40 years in 9 different industries and over 9 different countries we are working at the moment. Ruwaad is the real estate, tourism and hospitality investment arm of the group.
Ruwaad Destinations is focused on creating high-profile, large-scale, integrated family destinations through partnering with high-profile international associations where allowing users, consumers, families to live and work and play in harmony. And Africa is the most resource-rich continent in the world, with over 1 billion people currently residing in Africa. Africa really is the only next frontier left for expansion, investment and development on the planet. And Ruwaad, as a pioneer, is going ahead at this stage to ensure that it is set up to achieve and reap the benefits of this global phenomenon. The focus on KwaZulu-Natal was done after a lot of research and a lot of analysis. The investments made into the public infrastructure, including the new King Shaka International Airport, and the close proximity of it to our project made the KwaZulu-Natal province a perfect choice.
The project is strategically located in the growth corridor between Durban and Richards Bay. It is a part of a strategic node that has been defined by the provincial government as a specific point of investment for economic development into the future.
AmaZulu is the single largest initiative to be built in African history.
The AmaZulu River project is really the new entertainment and leisure destination in South Africa, and for that matter, the continent of Africa. It is a 16,500 hectare development that spreads over 22 kilometers, stretching from the Tugela River north to the Matakula River.
The heart of Tugela will be centered on a man-made lake. There are several districts surrounding the lake, an entertainment district that includes a city walk type development, water park, a Paramount theme park, and 2 hotels.
The theme park, which is the central component of the project, which will spread over 125 acres and will have an international brand attached to it, is really one of the key catalysts for the original concept behind the project. In particular, that being central to the overall architectural theme and the master plan itself, coupled with the elements of the Zulu culture, and in particular the creation of a Zulu statue in reference to King Shaka himself, will actually define this location as something very unique in Africa.
We see this as an opportunity to amplify local heritage culture onto a world stage. What we do understand is that the native people had a sense of stewardship of the land. They understood that the land was something that sustained life, that it wasn't something that was exploited. So we've taken this idea and translated it into earth, wind, fire and water as the elements.
One of the largest and most compelling components of this project is its commitment to nature, and in particular the fact that only 45% of the site will actually be developed. 55% of it will remain as open space. Within that open space is a nature reserve that exists but will be actually expanded as part of the master plan of the project. As part of that expansion of the nature reserve, it is actually the knitting of the rest of the site together through a variety of green corridors that will actually allow and encourage game to migrate from the southern portion of the site to the north and from the areas around the site itself all the way through the project. The project will contain in excess of 5 championship golf courses, 2 of which are going to be attached to the sports center, the high performance center of sports excellence within the overall component of the sports academy.
South Africa is a sporting nation. You know, when you grow up through school, you play all kinds of sport. We have 360 days of sunshine.
In addition to the sporting facilities, there are many supporting venues such as a boarding school, university, sports research center, and retail opportunities.
One of the key components of this project is the creation of a marina of world-class stature. This will rival the V&A in terms of its scale and its size and its uniqueness.
The project is appealing to every single type of consumer, be it a resident, be it a tourist, be it a couple wanting to make a holiday. The project appeals to a very wide set of people, allowing residents and visitors to live and visit.
I think South Africa is a very attractive investment destination. So we combine really world-class infrastructure and world-class business processes and financial infrastructure with a very well-educated and reasonably priced labour force. Our economy is growing rapidly. We've seen growth rates of 4.5–5% recently, and even with the sort of slowdown that's happening around the world at the moment, our growth rate is only expected to drop to sort of 3.5%. So we've got very good domestic demand, as well as being competitive internationally in terms of exports, and as I mentioned earlier, a very good gateway into Africa, all of which makes us a very good investment destination.
Investing in this project is really an investment in the future. It is the future of Africa as a continent. It is the future of South Africa as a particular country in terms of its ability to sustain itself from an economic point of view and develop itself from the point of view of becoming a major attraction for people from around the world to come and visit and in fact stay here and live here.
I'm the 8th king from King Shaka who built this nation. I think with our brothers in the Middle East, we can make this place as a paradise.
Africa is really where the future lies. You know, people talk about building projects, but it's actually about enhancing lives. So what we have in front of us is something very ambitious, and we want you to be part of it.